Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and I hate myself, so I thought what better way to torture myself for the rest of the year than to predict the top 10 characters that I want to see coming into 2023, knowing full well we probably won't get half of these, maybe even less than a third, because as we know from last year's examples, MFF just isn't releasing very many characters anymore. I really hope this trend changes, really, truly. I do think this game is going to die a slow death if they do not continue, like if they don't ramp up the number of characters added, and if they continue to just really squeeze us with like 5 characters a year. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that they're releasing so many few characters. This game literally does not work without releasing new characters, but hey, what do I know? I've only been playing it for 8 years now. But anyways, we're gonna do top 10 characters I want to see in 2023. Kicking off the list at number 10, Kang. Pretty straightforward. He's gonna be like, it's almost a shoo-in, right? He's gonna be in Quantumania, Jonathan Majors. It should be really, really cool to see him, and I hope that we get him as a character. Some people are hoping to get him as a boss. I don't want to set my expectations too high, but I also made this video, so what am I kidding myself? We'll have to see. But I do hope that that we get Kang in the game and that he is pretty badass. I don't want another Ultron clone. Coming in at number 9, we have Super Skrull. We're gonna go through these pretty quick. I don't want to linger too long and get my hopes up too high. Super Skrull is pretty straightforward. We are getting the Nick Fury Secret Avengers thing. I think it's a show, limited series, later on in 2023. So although this is not like the next character that I think is coming, like I think Kang is coming in February, of course. But Super Skrull could be much later in the year. But what I'm focusing on is just that he's a cool character, okay? This Fantastic Four need more supervillains. He's already in Puzzle Quest. He's already in Contest of Champions. He's even in Marvel Snap. Like, you know MFF is doing something wrong when it's been out for 8 years and a game that's been out for less than a year has characters that we don't have. And I'm not talking about meme characters like, you know, Ben Parker, right? I'm not talking about Spider-Man's uncle, you know? I'm talking about like actual good Marvel characters. So yeah, really hope to see Super Skrull. I think he's absolutely sick. After that, High Evolutionary. If you guys have not seen Peacemaker, you're not familiar with this gentleman. He's a very good actor from Peacemaker, really good show. And that's High Evolutionary. And if you guys don't know High Evolutionary, he has ties to the Maximoff twins. So pretty important character in the Marvel universe. Very powerful, very cool. And he will be presumably in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. He has ties to Rocket Raccoon's origins as well. But yeah, I really would like to see him when they drop that movie. Again, just any excuse to shoehorn a character into an MCU update is something that I will take. And that's I think it's like a fan rendering of him in Marvel Contest of Champions. Speaking of Contest of Champions, up next, Aegon the Conqueror. Now, this one's a bit weird, but I do think it's time. I genuinely think it's time. Both of these games are getting on in their age. We need to do a crossover, right? Contest of Champions can get Sharon Rogers or Luna Snow, whatever. We need Aegon. We need more badass, you know, Roman, Greek, sort of pantheon type characters. He wields lightning. He's giga cool, okay? His skin is like star pattern, like night sky patterned, which would look amazing in the game. Like he looks good rendered in Contest of Champions, and I generally don't like that art style. I think he would look insane rendered in MFF. Like he would look so cool. Really cool champion. He's got like a phantom limb. Super dope. I would absolutely love to see this character in Marvel Future Fight. And then we have Wonder Man coming in at number 6. This one's pretty straightforward. He's just a cool power set. You can relate him to the Avengers. You can relate him to Hydra and stuff like that. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, just a muscular dude with a cool power set. Not too much to talk about here as far as like Wonder Man goes, but he's just cool. There are rumors that he's going to get a TV show or a movie or some shit, so we'll probably never see him in the game because of that. Like they'll just keep delaying him because they want to reveal him with the thing. But I do think Wonder Man would be quite cool. Hercules, on the other hand, right? Speaking of like giga gods from the pantheon of ancient Greece, ancient Rome, Heracles, aka Hercules, we've already seen him in Thor Love and Thunder, so there's no excuse, right? It's not a spoiler anymore, guys. Just give him to us in the game. All right, he's got tons of different looks. which we know MFF loves, so they can work on lots of different uniforms for the character, bringing them money. And again, the memes are going to keep rolling, but he's in Contest of Champions already. So why can't we get new characters? Contest of Champions gets new characters. They get new characters every 2 weeks. Every month they get new characters. Like, come on. Come on, MFF. What is this? What is this? Up next, we have Graviton coming in at number 4. Graviton is super cool, very straightforward power set. He controls gravity, but that is way more powerful than you think it is, because he's basically a roided out Magneto, right? He's basically Magneto on like gigaroids. Very, very cool character. Already in a game, already in Strike Force. Strike Force, for all its flaws, has some pretty niche, cool characters. The Weight of the World. Yeah, man, just a really cool character. And also, apparently, according to Google, he was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., although it's not really acknowledged by Marvel as being like within the canon, within the continuity. I don't know if it is. Don't get at me in the comments about that. You can, it doesn't matter. But I have never seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I don't know. So yeah, this was a surprise for me. I had no idea. Next up, we got Mole Man coming in at number 3. This is a bit of a weird one, but I think Mole Man's really cool. Very straightforward, funny named character, by the way. Henry or Harvey Elder. Hilarious, right? Because he's old, Elder, haha. Anyways, very, very unique, original naming by the heads of Marvel. But Mole Man, yeah, Mole Man's pretty cool. Already in Contest of Champions. You guys know the meme, it continues. And he's just dope, right? He controls the mole people. He has this like sonar shit going on, and he's pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it with Mole Man. Honestly, Mole Man's not that. I mean, the Bojutsu's pretty cool. Mole Man's not bad, but it's more about the creatures that he summons. Like, we could actually have a good summoner for once in the game. That's not a joke. It's not a meme. Coming in at number 2 is Hobgoblin. Now, for Hobgoblin, I really was thinking more about Green Goblin. And I was like, okay, we need to give Green Goblin a tier 3. How can we position giving Green Goblin a tier 3? Well, we can position giving Green Goblin a tier 3 by introducing Hobgoblin. And I think it makes perfect sense. Hobgoblin, not too much different from Green Goblin, to be honest. So there's a lot of overlap there. But I think that's actually good. And it's good to recommend characters like this, because Hobgoblin presents less work for the devs. So if they're having trouble, making new characters, whatever, modeling them, rendering them, doing all the different things, whatever, you can just copy and paste from Green Goblin. You can even copy and paste the animations. It's genius, right? So that's my thinking really for Green Goblin and Hobgoblin. And so that's my suggestion for number 2, Hobgoblin. We should get Hobgoblin as a brand new character. And coming in at number 1, we have Howard the Duck. This whole video is a meme, so I thought, why not end it on a meme as well? And the thing is, as games get older, you can see Captain Marvel's boobs in the shot. As games get older, you take them less seriously, right? It's not like they get more serious with time. They get less serious with time. And Howard the Duck is the quintessential character to take the game less seriously in a way that's still fun and original and exciting, not in a way that's like insulting the game or the work of the devs or anything like that, right? That's not what I'm trying to do. But I just think Howard the Duck would be a fun character. It would be hilarious to see him beating up Thanos, Null, Dark Phoenix, Jean Grey, Gore, right? It would be really funny to see that happening. And it would just be a character that, unlike Slapstick and some of these other sort of meme characters that we have, Howard the Duck seems to have a lot more popularity than these characters, but B, he also sort of transcends their. Oh, by the way, he's also in Contest of Champions. But he sort of transcends the space of just being a meme character, and it's almost to the point where people take him seriously. Like, if you say, like, oh yeah, Slapstick's gonna take over the Marvel universe with the Infinity Gauntlet, you'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever, dude. But if you say Howard the Duck's gonna do it, people are like, oh, maybe he could do it. Howard the Duck's been around for a long time. He's been in the Marvel universe for a long time. The Collector wanted him, right? What does he know that we don't? Maybe Howard the Duck really does have powers beyond our mortal comprehension. So Howard the Duck is my last pick there. I also wanted to make the list more original because I didn't want to cherry pick all of the characters from last year. So you'll notice there are no mutants on this list. I could easily say Havoc. I could easily say Omega Red and all these other mutants. But I literally said that last year. And then we got none of the mutants. Apologies for the yawn, but we got none of the mutants that I wanted last year. So because of that, I have to just hope for the best. Like literally, we're all like anyone like I would say 80% of the people still playing Marvel Future Fight are waiting for a character to be released. You know, I would have not that I would quit the game. Okay, not that I would quit the game, but I would have a much easier time quitting the game, and I know a lot of people would, if the devs just said, you know what, guys, we're not going to release any more new characters. Like, I'm not saying that to scare you into quitting or to indicate that I think that the game is going to do that. I'm just trying to highlight to the developers, right, how serious this problem is. Like, we need new characters. It's not like you guys, like, you got to stop stalling. You've stalled for like a year and a half now. We get it. Right, we get it. You had difficulties. You had to work from home. You had all this crap to deal with. It's over now. Start releasing new characters, or I'm gonna have like a public meltdown. I don't know. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.